pink Honda Civic. I'm just gonna say it. Today we're going to be talking about 25 things that I love. How's it going today, Jerers? I'm Jera Sky. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. 25 things that I love. Why 25? I don't know. I just picked a number and I made a list. Why do I do anything? I don't know. Number one, first thing I love is being excited about pretty much anything. It's one of my favorite feelings in the world. I love that anticipation of things, of stuff, events, of anything. It's usually more exciting than the thing itself. And as soon as you do that thing, it's over, and then you're like, well, that wasn't as great as I thought it would be. But you felt so good up until that point. 2, Freckles. I had no idea how much I could love something until a few months after having him. He is absolutely incredible. He is, I don't know how to explain, he communicates so much through looks, through wagging his tail. He doesn't really bark, so he communicates in his own way. He's just super, super special to me, and I love him so much. Oh my gosh. 3, the Mummy ride at Universal Studios Hollywood. I think the reason I love that ride so much is the first year Brandon and I moved to Los Angeles, we went to Universal Studios on Christmas Day. We were like shocked that it was open on Christmas, and it was like drizzling, it was raining a little bit, and we're like, are we gonna be able to still do stuff, or are rides shut down or something? And they were just, because we had never gone, we didn't know what we were getting into, and they were just like laughed, and they were, no, everything's open. We went on that ride. I am really scared of roller coasters, but I love roller coasters too. Double-edged sword. We went on it, and I had no idea that it was like this roller coaster in the dark, and it was so thrilling that every time I get a chance to go to Universal Studios, I always go on that thing because it's so much fun. You'd think a roller coaster in the dark would be worse. It's not. It's better. It's so much more fun that way. 4, bright colors. I love me some bright colors, especially bright colors on things that are not supposed to be that color. When I think it was 21, I bought a hot pink Honda Civic. I love that car. That car was so awesome. Somebody ended up smashing into it, destroying it while they were drunk one night. And I love the fact that it was bright pink, even though I don't really care for pink, but I love that it was pink. It's a weird thing. I don't know. So I try to surround myself with a lot of color, because colors make me really happy. Keep them around. 5, 80s movies. I love me some 80s movies. There's something about just, it's an era like none other, and the movies from then were so, I don't know, almost every movie I watch from the 80s is always so good. So good. And even when people try to remake movies and make it themed in the 80s, oh, I love it. I love it. 6, The Fifth Element. That is my favorite movie. That's my favorite movie, baby. Favorite movie. Thank you, Luc Besson. Thank you very, very much. Can't wait for Valerian coming out, because I'm gonna be in Japan, I don't know, oh no, because it's just like an eye feast. Fifth Element is so good. It's a powerful woman in it. I love movies with powerful women. They're just like kick-ass, they're badass, and it's also a good movie. 7, chips. I eat chips almost every single day. Hopefully, I will be raw vegan soon and I will not be eating chips, but if I am eating them, they will be cucumber chips. I used to eat them tons when I was younger, and now I can't eat most chips, which is very upsetting considering the fact that I now have this sunflower seed / sunflower oil allergy. And if you check on the back of almost every single chip you have out there, they almost all use safflower oil. Can't eat it. I don't know where this allergy came from, but I don't like it. Number 8. Okay, we got a couple food ones here. Is bread. I love bread, but it's another thing I really can't eat all the time. I used to have meals that were just bread. I love very good artisan bread. I love good sourdough bread. I love breadsticks. I love pizza. I love like really good handmade tortillas, fresh tortillas. I love bread so much. I would eat more of it if I could. Number 9, watermelon. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna come out and say it. Watermelon is better than drinking water. That's a fact. Watermelon is the most refreshing thing. Even if you're not hungry, you eat a little watermelon. You're like, oh my god, that's good. That's great. You know, as long as it's ripe. Watermelon, oh my god. I love you, watermelon. I'm actually going to get a watermelon tattoo soon. 10, being different. I like being different because I feel like it makes me more interesting. And I like the fact that I don't like the same things as everybody else. I am my own person, and that's okay. 11, travel. I love to travel. Every time I take a trip, I feel like I change as a person and I grow in some way. And I just think there is no equivalent to traveling. There's nothing else out there that can change you, open your mind, and develop you as a person more than travel. 12. Adventure. I love me some adventure. I'm always aching for adventure. The trip I booked to Japan, I don't have a return flight yet. I also don't have the first night hotel or anything like that. I have not even looked into any of that because I will get there and I will see what happens. It's also part of why I am terrified about what's going to happen because I have not prepared at all. But you know, I've been there once, so I sort of have a little remembrance of what I'm doing, so. But it's all about the adventure. The journey, not the destination. 13. I love that I know what it feels like to have gone from having so much stuff, being like a hoarder, to being a minimalist. I love that the satisfaction that comes from seeing how far you've come as a person is amazing. 14. I love that every single day I am saving lives by being vegan. Every single day I save lives because for years, every single day I participated in taking lives and torturing them by eating meat and dairy. And now I don't. So that's off my conscience. 15. Making friends. I love to make friends because it's always nice when you meet somebody that you have this like symbiosis with and that just gets you. The greatest feeling is when somebody gets you and it's just like, ooh, you excite me. That's a great feeling. Number 16. I love when you're driving and when you're going down the street and then all the lights are green and you make all of them. Number 17. This is weird. The feeling of freshly cut fingernails after you've let your nails grow too long and you've just been picking at them and they've been dirty and they've been bugging you and you've put them in your mouth and who knows what other germs you've been putting in your mouth because your nails are too long. For me, short, trim nails are perfection. Don't like having nails. Don't like that extra appendage on my appendage. Number 18. One of my absolute most favorite things ever that I love is seeing people cry because they are so happy. That is like, when I see that happen, I just start crying. I don't even have to know the person. If I'm watching a reality TV show and then somebody wins something or like on the Make It Raise and they start crying, I'll cry. And I'm like, you did it! You did it! It's very cathartic, like, and it's like, I don't know. I love being so happy that you cried. Like there's no other tier of happiness. That's it. You've hit the top of it. I love it. Number 19. The feeling of sunshine on my body. That is one of the things I miss from Hawaii. You could go out and then sit on the beach and then feel the sun on your skin. Oh, so good. Number 20. Tattoos. I love tattoos. I personally think that people with tattoos are more attractive than people without. I don't know what it is. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that they have placed some sort of their vulnerability on their skin for everybody to see. And that also goes for being said, sometimes if you have really bad tattoos or meaningless tattoos, it makes you more unattractive. Trying new things. I love trying new things. I get nervous to do it. It creates a little bit of anxiety, but it also creates excitement. You have to look at the anxiety as just you are excited. When you find something new that you like that you didn't know before, like, that's the greatest feeling. So the only way to get there is by trying more and more and more new things. This also goes with food. And I think after I became vegan, I became very adventurous with food. And I have tried so many more things than I ever did eating meat. So many more fruits and there are so many more flavors out there than you think there are. And it is incredible. Number 22. I love the show Wentworth. It's an Australian TV show about these women in prison, but like it's a drama. It is so good. Oh my god, you have no idea. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix right now. There is 5 seasons. It is so good. It is some of the best writing I have ever watched in a TV show. Ever. It might be the best writing that I've ever seen in a TV show. It is so well fucking done. It is so well done. It is so good. It is so interesting. It is fascinating. And it's not like super predictable. You think you know what's coming and oh my god, it is so good. I love it. And it's probably got like the best villain ever seen on a TV show. I love it. I freaking love it. Go watch Wentworth. 23. I love being able to do whatever the fuck I want. Now, I try to do this as much as possible. It's not always possible. Because, you know, we have laws, we have rules, so there are some limitations to a point, but I love being able to wake up in the morning, decide how I'm going to spend my day, be able to decide what I'm going to do, decide how I'm going to spend my money, being able to get to spend money. Like, there's no greater feeling than doing what you want to do than how I used to feel when I had to get up and have to go to work and have to do this, and feeling like you have to do anything is crappy. Love what I do now, which is whatever I want. 24. We're almost done. I love pushing myself to the absolute limit just to see what I'm capable of. And sometimes it's for the best, and sometimes I kind of wish I hadn't pushed myself that far, and then sometimes I push myself so hard that I grow in leaps and bounds, and it's just so worth it. I basically love overdoing it. I overdo all kinds of stuff. 25. The last thing that I love, at least for this list, is being me. Now, when I was a teenager, I wanted to be other people. Could be because of my home life. Or I always thought other people had it better, even though I didn't have it terrible, but grass is always greener, right? And when I was in my 20s, I liked being me, but I didn't love it. I felt like the world was hard. I felt like things were out to get me. I felt like everything's so tough. I felt like I wasn't set up for success. And then somewhere along the line, in the past few years, probably mostly through minimalism, through deciding to be brave and fight fear, I have really, 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 really come to love me. And I think it's so important to love yourself because you have to spend all of your time with you. And I think now I have pushed myself in such directions that I'm very excited at the person that I am and that I'm becoming. And I think that if I was my younger me, I think my younger me would now look up to me and be like, man, she's cool. And that's something that's great. That I always wanted. I always wanted to be the person, I wanted to be when I was a kid, or be a person that I would look up to as a kid. I wanted to be something different than I saw. And I had some examples of it, but I didn't have any because I hadn't gotten there yet. Yeah. So there you go. There's 25 things that I love. I hope you liked it. I hope you found something in there that was great. This is what I would say though. I would encourage you to write your own list of 25 things that you love. It'll just pep you up. It'll really boost you up, and it'll also make you think about things that you love. Maybe you'll end up thinking about a lot of stuff that you don't love, and you'll actually find some things you need to weed out of your life and declutter from your life in order to make yourself a little bit happier in your life. I think this is a great exercise for, learning more about you. And try not to focus only on food. I had a really hard time. I kept thinking like, ooh, I love chocolate persimmons. Ooh, I love da-da-da. A very hard time not just picking a lot of food items. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to put some comments in the comment section below. Maybe put a couple things that you love down there. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. They're all at Jera Sky. I'm Jera Sky. Sky's the limit. Woo! Being a